All right, so this is going to be an overview of gold and GA for the week ahead. It's Saturday right now, but still going to go over it. So let's go back on the weekly. Wow. All right, so we're looking here. This candlestick is not giving us a lot. Well, we could say this is the first bearish candlestick, I'd say. Price closed 3, like 7% of the original very, very bullish move. Right? Closed like a very small portion of it. We could look back in the past. Price hasn't been at this area in a while. When we see large wicks like this, large wick, push down, push up, large wick down. Large wick down, large wick a little bit down, but yeah, we see price at this crazy new high. We're gonna of course expect it to come down. So yeah, so on the daily we see price create this shooting star, right, at the peak of its uptrend. We could see a Fibonacci from here to here and see it continue pushing up, but considering that weekly close, I'm not really seeing that. I'm not really expecting that, if I'm going to be honest. But I'm not expecting that whatsoever from price. I'm bearish. I want to be bearish, but from just strictly looking at what I'm seeing, I do think we'll be bearish this week. I do think this week's gonna be closing low, right? So first of all, we see this Fibonacci right here. Boom, boom. 38.2. Unable to close above this 33.50 area. Being completely objective, we are seeing structure towards the upside. We see this drop down, stop here, come up, down, come up, down, unable to break through this unable to break structure. It's unable to break structure. It matches the low, and it's pushing up now. Well, I do anticipate for price to do. I do think we'll see this week or this opening week uptrend or a push up to this area here. The reason I say this is because I put this Fibonacci retracement tool right here. Boom, boom. And I do think that price will hit in between the area of the 50 Fibonacci and 61.8, which also aligns with the 33.25 mid level. And if we go back in time, let's go back on a higher time frame. In 4 hour, we could go back to. Now let's go 2 hour. We see in the past, price has stopped here several times, right? Stop, wick, stop. Wick here, wick. This is a point where price creates structure, essentially. Price came up here, was creating structure here, higher low. This is a point where I can expect price to do something. This isn't a point right here. Price has done nothing here. This is a point where price has reacted to. That's what I was looking for. This is where price reacts in the past. So what can we expect when price gets back up here? We can expect price to react once again. So I don't think price will just bulldoze. I do not think that. Let's go on Forex Factory real quick. We go for this week. Not really seeing any crazy announcements that are telling us like a crazy push through. This is what I think we're gonna see. We're gonna see a tap into this area. I do want to see a tap. Oh no, it's not a path. It's a path. I don't want to see a tap, right? Somewhere here with three major confluences. This tap will not only give us a Fibonacci, right? This tap will give us not only give us a Fibonacci, it'll give us a retest of the 33.25 mid level, a third tap of the trend line, right? A third tap of the trend line, and on top of that the Fibonacci. Let's give it that, and a retrace back into this reaction zone, basically this resistance area where price has reacted in the past, so we can expect a reaction here. If we even go back to the indicators, the sessions, just looking at sessions, when has price mainly got in here and made a move? The Asian session, right? Price got here, Asian session, started consolidating a little bit, got here, higher low. When price is going to open, it's going to be in the Asian session. So what I do want to see is a tap into this area, and then a low, and then just a reaction, a drop through, a drop down. Any candlestick closure of a major drop or a significant drop giving us bearish sentiment, I'm entering, right? I'm gonna enter that trade. I'm going to enter somewhere here, right? Price pushes down, 15-minute, we go on the 15-minute, we see a lower high or anything that's telling us it's pushing down. I'm entering here, stop loss above here, right? TP is going to be in this area. That's our first TP here, this area. Second TP could be here. Third TP could be at the -27. Could have another TP even lower, right? We're gonna trade down. We're gonna trade where price is moving. So that's what I'm looking for this week, this upcoming week. I was just saying something. I looked over. Anyways, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for price to create structure, create a lower high here, give us a reason to enter, and we're taking full advantage of that. On the other side, we do see price create a double bottom here, higher time framed double bottom here, right? On the 4-hour, higher time framed. But we look over time, right? Look at the overall the overall movement. We're not. Let's remove the fact that price was bullish basically a month ago, a few weeks ago. Let's look at right now. Right now, we are seeing bearish movement. We are seeing movement towards the downside. We are seeing a moving average crossover. We are seeing a double top right here. Right, we're seeing a double top, push down, retracement off of this area where we can expect a retracement because price reacted here before. Retracement, Asian session open, tap this area, create a downtrend candlestick pattern, anything. London, continue that. Asia, and then during New York, retrace, bow, retrace, bow, continue. Just trading down because that's what we're seeing. But it's if we see a reason to enter. If we continue to see price just continue pushing up, then we really don't have a reason to try and enter. I'm gonna delete this, clear the clutter off the charts. All right. So if we see price get here, then we'll have a reason to enter. And if we see price get here and create a reaction, if it doesn't, then there's no reason to enter. We're not trading off predicting. We're trading off reacting to the market. We react off of the movement that we see. If we don't see the movement, we're not reacting. We're not doing anything. We could place a pending limit, or a pending trade, but we know basically that price. We could be confident that price is gonna get here. I don't expect price to open instantly drop. Right, I do expect price to give us some more structure at an area where it makes sense. You see, price got here an area that made sense. Price stopped here an area that made sense, right? It's the same key area, same area that price got to before, with the double top. Stopped here an area that made sense, right? Sometimes it won't stop in an area that makes sense, but when it stops at an area that makes sense, it gives us even more confluence. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for from the market. I'm looking for bearish movement. Yeah, third tap, literally a little bit out of it, because it's not going to be perfectly aligned, a little out of it, and then a push down. So we're looking for. We can move on to GA. Let's go on the weekly, see how the weekly candlestick closed. Again, a doji, closed the doji, but the moving average is up. For gold, the moving average is also up, but we see this crazy candlestick. We can't really just expect it to keep pushing up off of this, right? We can't expect that. We might see it. It could happen. But what we're looking for is something else. So we're looking for a high probability setup. This is our high probability setup. GA, on the other hand, weekly, very doji like close, nothing really too crazy. We see a higher time on the daily time frame push down. It's just consolidating here, right? Just consolidating. We could place a Fibonacci here, but it doesn't really align with anything. So yeah, we see the moving average in between the candlesticks, so that's how we know it's true consolidation. But right now we are seeing the start of a moving average crossover right here. Moving average is about to cross over. Let's see where moving average starts to cross over. Right here, you see how price was in between, and then it started to cross over. That's where we're at right now. Oh my gosh. All right, we're seeing price begin or give us signs that it might cross over now. Scale down to the 4 hour. We see a double top here, and on the 4 hour, it is literally crossed over, but not giving us the gap we like to see. What I do want to see for price on GA also happens to be to the downside. I do want to possibly see a push down. All right. Push down, retracement, push down, continuation, or we could see a little bit of a retracement up, right, a little bit, and then a continuation of a break of structure. Create a lower high here, top of the trend line once again. Let's go on to again with the sessions, because I feel like they're genuinely helpful. We scale down a little bit. Boom, boom. So as said before, Asian is usually where we see a setup, and London is typically where it continue, or where the setup will truly be. But we could rely on Asian session to show us where the setup will likely be. So Asian session probably gonna enter, create a retracement back up a little bit, right? Create a retracement back up, then push down. Give us the way for entry. All right. I'm gonna unclutter our charts real quick. But that is something that could happen. We're seeing a bounce, just in between the trend lines, and then hopefully we could see a breakthrough. Or, yeah, we should see a breakthrough to the downtrend. Downtrend. I'm trying to think. Hold on. see this. All right, never mind. So yeah, that is what we're probably looking for the weekly open for both of these pairs. Just seeing for a retracement. We're just seeing for a continuation of a retracement. For us to be looking for an entry, we could just see a straight push down, or what we could see for GA is a retracement down to this key area, continuation down to the key area, right, and then push up, like a third bounce, because price has not broken through this area. We obviously see, so we will need to see a strong breakthrough to be confident it'll break through. But we could see price give way for a breakthrough of the trend line, counter trend line, retest, push up, but we're not really looking for anything for GA because it's strong consolidation. But that is it for basically the day before. And see you in the markets.